So you think you were right? Bring it on, prove me wrong. Go put up a fight.
Hey fam, what's up and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another tutorial, I should say. This is the look that I came up with today. Today I was just in the mood to play around and this was my first time using this palette, so I thought let's go big or go home. This is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Brushes Palette. Like I said, I've never used this on my channel. I was not sent it in PR, so I had to wait forever to try and get it. I finally got it. So that's what I used today to create this more fun look. If you guys want to see how I got this, just keep watching. And look what I'll be trying for the first time today. I'm so excited to use this. This of course is the Morphe Brushes and Jaclyn Hill Shadow Palette, which I was so excited to get. And of course it's already been said a million times and it might be actually kind of old news by now, but I did want to say congratulations to Jaclyn. She has been inspiring most of us in the beauty community for a really long time. I'm a personal fan and I just really love her and I'm really proud of her on this palette. I think it looks freaking gorgeous. I don't know what anyone is complaining about. I think it looks beautiful. To start off this, I need to prime my lids. I'm going to take the Benefit Stay Don't Stray Shadow Primer. Just going to pop this on my lid as our base and then blend that in with my finger. I think this is just such a beautiful primer. I know I've said it a million times, but I love how it just creates a nice, even, bright base for my shadow. Then I'm going to jump into the first shade to pack on my base. And I'm taking the E50 shader brush from this. I like to start at my brow to kind of prep my highlight area there and then work it down onto the rest of my lid. I was going to live swatch this palette, and then by the time I finally got it, I figured it was kind of like old news. I don't think anyone needed the live swatches anymore. If you guys would still like to see that, I'd be happy to do it. And if you're unfamiliar with the live swatches, it's where I try every shadow on my eye so you guys can actually see what they look like individually. If you'd like to still see that, let me know, but if there's not a lot of people who want to see it, I probably won't do that. From here, I'm going to bounce into the third one in. I'm going to put the shade names on the screen, you guys. And I'm going to start working that in my crease with my E40 brush from Sigma Beauty. And let's just establish our transition, shall we? Just how we're establishing our transition into fall right now. Who's so excited for your pumpkin life? It's been a while since I did anything blue, so I think I'm going to work with this blue shade in the palette. So I'm first taking this Smashbox liner. This is in the shade Bouncer, and I'm going to carve out a crease for myself here. Higher than my usual crease, so I'm dragging it along. I'm then going to take my E68 brush from Sigma and just kind of diffuse that out so it's not such a harsh line. So I'm just kind of flicking upwards because I don't want any of the blue below this line. I want it fading into my crease point up here, kind of more my transition, I guess. With the same brush, I'm going to dip into the blue. This has just been grabbing my eye since I opened the palette. And I'm going to run that along the liner, still flipping upwards as I'm working. I'm going to kind of multitask here, do what we do best, right ladies? And gents, of course. I'm sorry I'm being so quiet at this part. I need like my expert concentration here. Expert concentration, what the hell is that? I have that same blue on the E45 and I just want to run that over it to kind of fill in any patches or gaps. It's kind of hard applying that shadow with more of an angled brush, so I just want to make sure it's all smooth with a blending brush. I'm now going to take that same angled brush into the matte black shadow, which I chipped with my fingernail. I'm so upset with myself. And I'm going to follow that up underneath the black, kind of like right on top of where we placed that liner. I always love looks like this until I'm like, oh yeah, there's a second eye that I have to do and try to get to be cohesive. I know this looks crazy, but stay with me. I think it's going to be really cool. I'm going to take the NYX Dark Circle Corrector with my favorite cut crease brush in the world. It's the E62 cut crease from Sigma Beauty. I love it because it's literally cut in half so that you can carve out your lid. And I'm going to run this under the blue. From there, I'm going to take this third shadow down, this shimmery shade, and I'm going to start packing that right on top of that concealer. Ooh, this has a really nice sheen. I like this one. About halfway over, that's where I'm going to stop. So I'm bringing it all the way into the middle of my lid. I'm then going to pop into this more taupey shade, and I'm going to start working that in the center, melting it over the other shade. And then I'm throwing in a curveball, y'all. I'm really into this deep, kind of sooty espresso brown, but highly metallic shade. It just, ever since I saw that, my heart stopped. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to use this color. So I'm going to finish this eye out with that, ending it and bringing it over. I'm going to spritz my brush because that's not going on quite as deep as I wanted it to. It's highly possible that my concealer just dried up over there by the time I worked my way to him. So I'm just going to patch this on the end now. From here, I'm going to take my Jordanna Cosmetics Fabuliner. And I think this look deserves a wing, doesn't it? So I'm probably going to wing out. Oh no. My liner is drying up. I'm going to take some of my Makeup Forever Aqua XL color paint in the shade M10. From here, I'm going to take my Double Up Mascara by Ardell Cosmetics and work this into the lashes lightly before we put on some falsies, because I think this look calls for falsies, don't you? I'm going to take the Violet Voss Fire in Eyes lashes. These are quite intense. They are super full, super fluttery, so I hope I don't ruin my look with these. Pop those down on my lashes. Whoa, these are about the biggest lashes I've ever worn in my life. Wow. So now let's move on to the face. I'm going to take my Too Faced Hangover Primer. Did I say that funny? Hangover. Hangover. I haven't had a hangover in so long. I can't remember last time I drank enough to have a hangover. However, I will say, you guys, towards the end of the summer, I was drinking more. I was, and I know that's what screwed my skin up. My skin does not react well to alcohol. I know that's it. I'm also going to take some of my Milk Blur Stick. I've just been loving this. It really does blur my skin. I think my foundation just feels like it loves to grab onto it. Do you know what I mean? Like every time I apply this first, my foundation just goes on so smoothly. So I like to apply that and then kind of rub that in as well. And then for foundation, I'm going to use my Makeup Forever Aqua XL foundation, or the Ultra HD foundation. I'm sorry, I don't even know what the hell I'm saying. And I'm using my Sigma Beauty 3D HD Kabuki sponge. I've been using a lot of foundation brushes lately, so I was like, let me sponge it today. It's been a while since I sponged it on. And bringing it through the forehead. Yada yada, you guys know the foundation drill. So lately I've hit a bit of a video creative roadblock. I'd love to hear what kind of videos you guys would like to see from me, or if there's any video that you're waiting on from me that I haven't done yet. Like, please call me out, put it in the comments down below. I need to know what you guys want to see. I need to do more drugstore looks. That's something I certainly want to do. And then for concealer, I'm going to take my Milani Retouch and Erase concealer. That was too much. I wasn't sure if my little spongy tip was clogged, so I was kind of pressing way harder than I should have. Might be. I'm also going to do some on the chin, Cupid's bow, and down the nose. Now let's go ahead and blend that in. I do want to be relatively brighter under the eyes since these eyes are more dramatic. I always feel like it kind of, when they're really dramatic, it kind of highlights your under eyes, and you want to make sure that they look like they're in their best, you know, condition. I don't know. They're looking just nice and bright and corrected. Now I'm going to bake with the new Too Faced Born This Way powder. I have not tried this yet, you guys. I'm so excited. I'm going to take that with the Sigma Beauty Bake Kabuki brush and just pop that under the eyes. And into my forehead where I get some creasing. I like to kind of seal that in. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to take my Tarte Smooth Operator Powder in the shade Light with my F50 brush from Sigma. I don't need much, but I just kind of like to, you know, finish it all off. It makes everything look so smooth. And I'm also going to sweep off the baking powder with the same brush I'm using for my foundation. I didn't put anything additional on it or anything. I'm going to contour with my Fiona Stiles contouring palette. And thank you to everybody who let me know it is not being discontinued, just repackaged. I thought for the longest time it was being discontinued, and I was like, no, this is the best contouring palette ever. I absolutely adore it, and I was so devastated when I thought that it was being discontinued. I was like, no, I finally found a color that I think is perfect, and there it goes. But nope, it's staying, thank goodness. But I'm just going to do some light nose contouring here. God, I'm sweating, you guys, so my foundation's like already wanting to come off. Next for bronzer, I'm going to take this one by Hourglass. It's an ambient light bronzer in the shade Diffused Bronze Light. Taking that with my F23 angled contour from Sigma. and just work that into my hairline. Because you guys already know, my forehead is my bad bitch zone, okay? When I get a little bronzer up here, I feel alive. Badam! That is a bronzed forehead, yo. I'm also going to take it through my hollows, work that in. Oh my god, I'm starving. I need my turkey sandwich. Every day I eat a turkey sandwich for lunch. It's like my favorite food. And today I'm filming a lot later than I normally would because my cats were acting insane today. They didn't want to let me film at all. They were like bouncing all around this room, but they finally fell asleep. So I was like, okay, I can start filming now. But now I'm past my turkey sandwich time. For blush, I'm going to take my Makeup Geek Cosmetics Spellbound blush. I love this color. I hope it's still available because I bought it in like a bundle during a Black Friday sale. And like, you know, sometimes they do those bundles to get rid of like old shades and stuff. So I hope it's still available. And then for highlighter, I'm going to take Starburst by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is my Sigma F42 fan brush. I'm just going to top that on my cheeks. Oh, that's so pretty. I haven't used an Anastasia highlighter in some time. I like it. And a little bit on the forehead, right above my brow. And on my nose. And can't forget our little Cupid's bow area. I'm going to set that all with my Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. For lip liner, I'm going to take Lumiere by ColourPop Cosmetics. And then on top of that, I'm going to take ColourPop Cosmetics Aquarius. I'm going to tightline real quick my waterline with the M10 black gel liner from Makeup Forever. And then on top of that, I'm just going to take some of this muted brown and I'm just going to set that on top of the liner. I mustn't forget to mascara my lower lash line. I do that every now and then. And then my very last step, you guys, I'm taking a damp brush with the first kind of shimmery shade that we used right here. And I'm just going to layer that on my inner corner. And that's it for this tutorial, fam. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. I know it's a little bit different and not exactly wearable, but it was super fun to play around. And the shades that I used in the palette were fantastic. So again, huge congratulations to Jaclyn Hill. Thank you for being an inspiration to so many of us throughout the years. I'm just extremely happy for her and this palette and all her success. So I'm wishing Jaclyn all the best. Thank you guys for watching my tutorial today as well. And give me a huge thumbs up if you liked it. Also, don't forget to comment and subscribe. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you do not miss another video. I love you, fam. Thank you for watching today, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!